Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a video I've been wanting to film for you guys since the beginning of the year, January. And we are 6 months in the year. Half the year has gone by already. And I guess it was fine. It just helped me add more products to this box. Well, these boxes, because it's a lot. So I have my empties for you guys and I have a lot. So we have this box and I took already half of the products out just so it would be easier. We have this box. We have this overabundance of products over here, and we have a few more things here and there. So I'm just going to jump right in because you guys know I talk a lot. So I'm going to start off with, well, I would repurchase all of these and I definitely loved all of these. Starting off with my Laneige, I have 2 empties of this and I already have the new one. I actually just picked it up last weekend. It's the Laneige Water Bank Blue Hyaluronic Gel Moisturizer. Now they have 2 formulas, a cream and a gel. You guys know I love gel moisturizers. That's just my go-to formula. So I picked this one up again. I just love it, the way it applies, the way it just moisturizes my skin so perfectly, and it goes well with all of my products as well. So the thing is, the trick that I found with moisturizers with me is that I can't use them back to back to back to back like the same one. I have to like use it, use something else, and then go back to it, because if I do back to back, it'll stop working on my skin. That happened with like the purple lilac one from e.l.f. I love that one so much, and it was like my favorite. I went through like 5 and I did back to back until I didn't feel like it was doing anything for my skin anymore, and it stopped working. And that has happened with a few other products, so I realized that I just need a, you know, one and skip, and it'll be good. So I did one of these, and then I did the Summer Fridays Cloud Dew Oil-Free Gel Cream. This was so good in the summer, and it's definitely one that I will be picking up. Since I picked this one up already, the next one I want to get is this one, which will push us right into summer and it'll be perfect. This is an oil-free gel cream. I love the way this applied on the skin. It didn't make my skin oily. It didn't make my skin anything. It just moisturized it so perfectly, and I had been struggling with finding good moisturizers, especially since there wasn't a lot of gel moisturizers on the market. I feel like now there's an abundance, which I love that. So I did this one. I went back to the other Laneige, and then I went ahead and did the Glow Recipe Plump Hyaluronic Cream. This is a dewy moisture and plump. I actually really ended up liking this one, and I actually can take this out already and keep the bottle because I can just buy the little packet, which I like that. It's a little more eco-friendly than having to buy the whole jar. You just have to buy the little thing. So this definitely going in the trash already. And all these products after this video, I've been wanting to do this video because I'm already working out a few other products, so I need space in this box. And I've had this box for my empties for a while now. But this one was really nice on the skin, and I actually really appreciate that it doesn't have a scent to it. I thought it was going to smell like plum, but to me it doesn't have a strong scent, and it moisturizes the skin really nice. And I can definitely tell the next day in the morning how plump and supple my skin looks, and that is always a plus. I think in between that, I didn't know what moisturizer to use, so I used this Belief Aqua Bomb Brightening Vitamin C Cream. This contains vitamin C and E and has 4 types of hyaluronic acids, and it's dermatologically tested. How come that word, it always gets me? And I actually really like this one as well. It did have like that vitamin C scent, but I didn't mind it because it's not like a gel. It's kind of like a combination of a gel and a cream. So it still felt really refreshing and fresh on the skin, which is something that I like. I actually want to plug my little skincare fridge in again for the summer so I can put in my moisturizers in there and they can be a lot cooler when applying them. That's like the best feeling ever. And then the one that I just went through is the Ola Henriksen Strength Trainer Peptide Boost Moisturizer. It has vegan peptides, ceramides, and collagen. This stuff I feel like helped clear my skin out and give me such a nice look to my skin. And the key ingredient in this is definitely the peptides and the ceramides. And I feel like those two ingredients are not in my other skincare products. So that definitely kind of like made me think like, hey, those products are really good for my skin, because I have been clear of acne for a while now, and every time I say it, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna jinx myself. Tomorrow I'm gonna have mountains. But this helped my skin clear up so much. It gave so much smoothness to my skin, and it just looks healthy even without makeup. And I really, really can appreciate that, especially in a moisturizer. I was having those patches of dryness in this area. It looked so bad, and this definitely helped recover that area. And you know, now it looks amazing. Even with my matte foundations, my matte primers, it looks amazing. And thanks to this moisturizer, this is definitely a fall winter moisturizer for me, because when it's cold, it's when this area acts up, the dryness. I had been using it like these past few months, which we were really still getting a lot of like a cold front here in California. This past week it was hot and I was already over it. I was done. I was done with it. I was over it. I was moody. You guys know I hate the heat. I don't enjoy it. And we had the heat, and I feel like that's what's starting already. We're gonna get the summer heat, but this will definitely be in rotation fall and winter for me, because it is amazing. I have this La Roche-Posay Hyaluronic Serum. It's a pure hyaluronic acid, and it has vitamin B5. I really, really like this serum, this hyaluronic acid serum, because it gives such a plump, healthy appearance to the skin, and the next day my skin feels really fresh and really, really moisturized. And I like that a lot. I only like to use this in the night just because it's a thicker serum that makes your skin feel like you have something on it until it dries. So it's definitely something that I like to use in the night with my skincare routine. And then in the morning, I really don't do much to my skin other than do my moisturizer and sunscreen. You know, just splash a little bit of water, but I feel like I don't need a lot of products in the morning since I do like the full thing at night. And you just have those natural oils and stuff in your skin, especially if you do hyaluronic acid, if you do like a sleeping mask, like the watermelon glow one. That's my favorite one to do. In the morning, you can just tell your skin is so plump, and it just looks really nice. So I just rather skip all those extra steps. It's going to strip everything in the morning, and then, you know, you're going to strip it at night. I just do it once when I wash my skin. I do have the other one. What's the brand? The Ordinary, but I haven't used it. I just really, really like this one. So it's definitely recommended. And those are all skincare products that I would definitely repurchase. And you guys will see them throughout the year, especially those moisturizers. Those are like my top moisturizers right now. And now we can get on to the makeup. Okay, starting off with lashes, guys. These Kiss So Wispy Curated Collection. I can't speak enough about these. I can't get enough about these. I went to pick some more up because I am currently out. We have 2 packs already. I went to look for them in the store just because Amazon, you know, I needed them literally the next day, and they weren't going to be here the next day. But the cheapest place to get them is Amazon. They are $8 on Amazon. I went to check at Sally's. They're like $15 the pack. I think Target is around like $13. And then the other store, CVS, I think they're around $12 as well. So the cheapest I have found them is Amazon, and that's where I usually order them from. I bought these in store at Sally's just because I needed them already, and they didn't have this style, which is a curated one. But this has a style Ritzy, Pompadour, 11, 9, and 1. And I picked up one because I already tried it out from here. So that was perfect that they had at least one style that I already know and love. Moving on to primers. And these primers, we can say all of them. Yeah, pretty much all of them I love. So we have e.l.f. Poreless Putty. I already have this backup, and I'm already halfway through this one as well. Literally. It's actually the one I used today. This just, the way it works on my skin, I love it. I know some people don't like it. They say it doesn't work out for them. I feel like this one works amazing for me, and I just always have it. As soon as I run out, even if I'm not going to use it immediately, I pick up the new one, because whenever other products are not working out on my skin, I tend to go back to products like this that I know, trust, and love. Kind of to reset the products on my skin and my skin. As well as the Touch and Soul. And I actually do have the new one right here. And this one, again, I would say we're halfway into this product. And it's just my tried and true. I love these. These are always going to be in my collection. Even though there's more primers that come out, these are just my ride or dies. And this is a Touch and Soul Pretty Filter Icy Sherbet Primer. And if you can't find it at CVS, I get mine on Amazon. So we'll leave that in the link below as well. Now, the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas, it is a really nice primer. I have the small one, but they do have this in the big size. I have bought the big one. And was it worth it? Yes, but this one keeps me matte for longer. And I know it's not supposed to make your skin matte, but it doesn't make my skin get oily as quickly as this one does. So for the price of this one, girl, this is like the best dupe. And it works really, really good. And that's in my opinion, my personal opinion. This one has a nice packaging. It works good if you want to splurge on yourself. If you want to, you know, like, hey, I want to buy a primer and I want to splurge, or whatever the case may be. This is a good primer. For me, for the price point, I just rather buy the e.l.f. because it works so good. And it's super, super affordable. Like a fraction of half of this, half of the price. So I think even this size, they sell it, and the e.l.f. one is still cheaper than the travel size. Benefit Professional, I already have another one in my collection, a full size. And guys, this concealer is just, I would say back in the day, over 10 years that I've been using this primer. I've been using it for over 10 years. Since way, way back when I started on YouTube and doing my makeup. This is just it. This is a product that continuously over the years, it works amazing on my skin, and it has never failed me. It's a tried and true that I will continue to use, and it's those staple products that I keep in my collection over the years. As soon as this one ran out, I bought another one, even if I wasn't going to use it immediately, and I'm working on other products. This is just something that has to be in my collection, and to this day, it still is. e.l.f. e.l.f. broke my heart when they discontinued this. Like, this is one of the products that I feel like I was so sad that they discontinued. The e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer, the like watermelon collection they came out with. This was so, so good. And this is good too. I use it. I have another one in my collection. And, well, I have like one use left of it. And we're done. And I'm using the pink one as well. The one that has 4% niacinamide, which it is hydrating. They add a little hydration, but you know, the most important part is the grip power they give. This one gave a bit of a grip power, but it gave like such a nice hydration to the skin. Like, those don't have the hydration this did, in my opinion. Like, this was my ride or die. And when I used the last pump of this, I was very sad. Very sad. All right, what are we going to do next? Setting sprays. We have a lot. So we have the Milani Make It Last. This is my tried and true setting spray from the drugstore. Like, I'm obsessed with this. I love it. It's the best from the drugstore. If you have a recommendation, leave it in the comments. But this is my tried and true. And I like to get the little one because I like to carry this in my purse. And then the Milani Fruit Fetish one. It's the same thing. It was just the Fruit Fetish collection. This was my favorite scent, which was a Dragon Fruit Peach. Amazing scent. So these from the drugstore, tried and true. And then if we're going to talk about more up there in price, definitely the Urban Decay All Nighter. I like to get these though. I already have another one because I like to carry them in my purse, and these are really nice and small. This has been one of my favorites over the years already, since this came out like way like years ago, and I still continue to pick this size up, which is a travel size. And then this, I usually end up getting it for points at Sephora, just because again I love to carry the small one in my purse. But these are amazing. This is definitely tried and true for the longest time. And I would say if we're doing dupes, the Milani and this one, it's a good dupe. Okay, we're going to zoom through these concealers because we have a lot. Actually, I skipped the primers, so I'll do the concealers real quick and then we'll go back to the other primers. I have the ones that I would repurchase is the ones we're going to go through first. Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer. Tried and true. This one, the way it applies under my eyes, that it doesn't make them look crepey or dry, is why I continue to love this one, and it's definitely on my list to pick up again. L'Oreal Infallible, another amazing one. This is a full wear, and I had this one in the shade Vanilla. I haven't been able to find my shade in store, which is why I haven't repurchased it, but it was definitely one of my favorites. Definitely the Dose of Colors Concealer and their foundation. Oh my gosh, obsessed with these. And I definitely want to pick them up again. I had this one in the shade 11 Light Medium. The formula is top notch in the Dose of Color concealers. Still to this day, I think in my last Empties I had another one of those, and now we have the one I repurchased. CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer in the shade Buff Beige, another of my favorites from the drugstore. These two are definitely it that I would repurchase. Now the ones that I wouldn't definitely have to be the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This one worked at the beginning, but as the years go by, as time goes by, your skin changes and it needs different things. Now I'm more in love with radiant, glowy, luminous, hydrating concealers, not so much the matte ones that are like truly heavy matte, because my under eyes, you can definitely tell. Definitely tell how dry and crepey they look with a matte concealer. So definitely staying away from these, but this is a good formula, and it was for a long time one of my favorites. And then this one would definitely not pick it up. Anastasia Beverly Hills. I had this for 3 months, and the way this product, I don't know if it expired, if what, but it was like a recent launch. It separated some type of liquid like oil from the pigment of the concealer, and it would make my under eyes look horrible. Initially, I love the formula of this, and I talked about it so much in a lot of my favorites, and I recommended it to you guys, but I was 3 months in, not even the 6-month life after you open it did it give me, and I was so annoyed by that. Honestly, every time I try an Anastasia product, something like that happens, or the product just doesn't work out for me. So, you know, for me, Anastasia products at this point is just like a no-go. I was so excited for this concealer to recommend and try her products out again, but after that, I was like, it's a no-go. I have 3 foundations, and these 3 are definitely on my list to repurchase because I have been striking out with foundations lately, and I just want to go back to these like tried and true foundations that I purchased more than once over the years. First off, the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation 24-Hour Undetectable Super Longwear Foundation. Super long name. This oil-free, oil-controlling, waterproof, transfer-resistant, shade Light Beige. Ride or Die. Ride or Die foundation. This was amazing, and it's one of those matte foundations that isn't thick. It's more of a liquidy formula, and I actually like that because it blends in so nicely in the skin, and when you set it, it just looks so perfect because it's not thick and heavy. The times have changed when I say like I like thick foundations. I mean, I don't mind them nowadays, but I've noticed that the ones that are not as thick and heavy look way better on my skin. For example, Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation, mattifying. This definitely does give a second skin effect, and I love that. I had this in the shade, where's the shade? Natural Beige, and again, this one, The match, natural beige, perfection. The match on this one, perfection. I feel like lately I've just been striking out with the color match online as well, and I used to be so good at that that's really annoying. I definitely want to pick these up again. Then we have the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Longwear Foundation and Concealer, and this one was definitely a little bit heavier, not heavier, but like, you know, a little bit thicker. But in the summer, like, this is the best foundation for the summer because it's just locked in on the skin, doesn't move, doesn't budge. It's nice and matte, keeps my skin from getting oily, and you can use it as concealer as well. I always use it only as foundation, but I love it. This one I had in the shade MN5. Perfection. I already repurchased this She Glam Sunsculpt Liquid Contour. And I bought another shade. They did give it like a little facelift on the packaging. Super cute. Golden Sun is my favorite. The way this blends, applies, the formula cannot be matched, honestly. And the price, like $5. Wet n Wild Makeup Stick, the contour in Oaks on You. Guys, I was digging in there with my brush until I was like, girl, let it go. Get another one or use your other ones, because I was like going ham digging in for the product. Amazing. And then Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. Actually, I don't need any setting powders at the moment. But this one, if you're looking for a good one, this is one of my favorites. I think I purchased like 2 of these. I got the shade Translucent. I love it. You guys know I'm just stuck on my Givenchy ones right now, and I have 3 of them currently, so I'm sticking to that. I'm not using them the days I film, because I also realized that I have this one that's literally going viral everywhere on TikTok, Instagram. I do have the shade Translucent, and I would like to get the pink one, but I want the small one because clearly I'm like over on powders. I don't need any more. And lastly, we have actually 2 finished. I had put this one away, but it is done with. We have the Maybelline Fit Me. These are forever going to be, this is forever going to be my favorite drugstore setting powder. If you have a better one, let me know. I know people are like, those are not a setting powder, it's a loose finishing powder. It sets my makeup. After I'm done doing my whole cream, liquid, everything, it sets my makeup beautifully. So for me, this is my setting powder. From the drugstore, it is the best, like top of the top of the top. I've tried different ones, and this, I just always go back to this. And clearly, I need one since both of the ones that I have are done with. And that makes me a little sad, because I do always need to have that product, that powder in my collection. That's another one of those staple products. I should do a video of like those staple products that I have continued to buy over the years, and I still continue to buy them. Very quickly, we have an abundance of eyebrow pencils that I have gone through, and these are all tried and true my brow pencils that I will continue to buy. Real Her, I haven't purchased them in a while, but the last time, I think when I had a BoxyCharm, they had like they had these on sale for like $5, and I picked up like 5. These are the last 3 that I have that I used up, and I love them. It's the I Am Inspiring eyebrow pencils. They work so good. I just like how they're creamy enough but not too dry to where they let me do my eyebrows and they last all day when I'm not wearing makeup. So usually in my day-to-day, I just do like moisturizers, sunscreen, and my eyebrows, and I'm good to go. And these are one of my favorite ones. The other ones are the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, just because they're very fine and I like the point on them to do my eyebrows. And then the NYX Precision Brow Pencil, I kind of like to outline my brows with this one, and then I'll fill it in with this one, just how it's like slanted. I really like that. And then the last 2, these I found at Marshall's, I think, or TJ Maxx, and I'm going to hunt them down again because they are amazing. These are from the Gwen Stefani line, and I think they're still available, like at her makeups at Sephora. It's still available, so I was shook that they were there in the first place because her line is very recent. But girl, I'm glad I got them there because they're like, I think $20 regular, and they were like $5, $6 at TJ Maxx or Marshalls. Liquid eyeshadows. I finished all of these. Some of them, I know they still look like they have product and they did dry out, but all of these are the ones that I had like on the side, like in my drawer, that I would constantly use. And I feel like I used them a good amount of time so that I could feel good about the ones that like kind of dried out. I still have more down here and I have already checked them and they're still good. And these up here, I'm still using them. Some of these are like my favorite colors that I would constantly use. Like this one, Enchantress. I went through 2 of these. This is my second one. And this is my absolutely favorite color that I've used. And all of these are also all of the ones that I use. The little ones, the elf one. This is a perfect dupe for Kit and Karma from Stila. And this is Flirty Birdie. Also use this one up like crazy. And this one from Pixie. These are another ones of my favorites from the drugstore. They are more pricey, but they work really good. And and last but not least, Perfumes. I have 3 that I went through. I already have this one. This is a perfect summer scent. Like perfect. It's fresh, it's fruity, it's like sexy at the same time. I don't know how to describe scents, but like if you're able to smell this one, perfect scent for summer. I love it. And I need to pick this one up because I smelled it and I was like, okay, that's why I liked it. So this was also my everyday, but I would say when I would go out at night, this is more of a perfect like summer everyday night out scent. And it was my absolute favorite. This is Victoria's Secret Love. And my baby. I talked about this in my perfume video. Okay, so I think this is a cologne. I've looked it up and it says perfume, but some people say it's like a cologne. For me, it's a unisex scent. If you go and smell it, you'll understand. It has that slight cologne scent, but it's so sexy. I already have the big bottle and I have the other one, the coral one, and it's not the squared ones because I know they have for girls they have the squared ones, which are the coral, and then the other ones, these are the men technically, I guess, but I love them. I love this is like my scent now, you guys. I was obsessed with the Chanel and I still use it, but this scent has taken over and I love it. The Valentino. And I will link everything down below if you guys are interested. And that's basically it. I know this was a long one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you stayed through. If you did, let me know in the comments any products that you have used up. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all your support. And like always, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.